Star Citizen patch 310 is live. If you have a game package, you can get in there and download it right away. Let's go take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. Star Citizen Alpha 310 is live for everyone to download and get in right now. Is it just me, or has it felt like this cycle has taken longer than usual from Evercardi PTU to live? Usually I think it's about 2-3 weeks. This one's felt like it's been over a month. If you want to read the full patch notes, they are linked right here. Now, there are a fair amount of bugs coming out with that, known issues. Take a look at those before you get in, so you are aware of them. I don't mind them really. I really want everyone to get in there and try out the new targeting and flight models, which are critical to this game going forward. And now you get to try them out. First thing we want to look at is Master the Skies. And what I want to talk about here is the atmospheric flight, which is now different. If you have a large ship, it does take a lot of fuel and a lot of time to get from the surface into orbit. And they want you to basically think about it, because if you're in an 890 jump above Hurston, they want you to think about whether you want to take down your ship or take down a smaller snub fighter or a smaller ship to get down there faster. Getting out of atmosphere in large ships like the Reclamo 890 takes a lot of time. I like it. I like that feature. I think it's important for owners of large ships to actually think about whether they want to take the risk of atmospheric entry and exit, and it does give a lot more purpose to the smaller ships in the game. Also, new players no longer have to worry about how to find or get out of landing zones without hitting those dreaded restricted zones. We now have these AR splines, which lead you directly to where you're supposed to be. I don't know any of the older players that ever had a problem with this, but I guess this really simplifies the takeoff and landing procedures for the new people to the game, so I'm okay with that. Combat Aces, what are you about? Airborne combat in Star Citizen never felt so visceral, with layered systems, major boost to promote closer, more realistic dogfighting. Whether you're in space atmosphere, you'll feel every shot and strafe. All right, so there's a couple of very important changes to combat. And that is, at high speeds, your gimbal weapons will not lock it fast. Your missiles will not lock. You will have a very tough time jousting at high speeds. What they want you to do is slow down to combat speeds. At combat speeds, you will get the full effect of your gimbal weapons. Your missiles will lock faster, and combat will be easier to land shots on your opponent. They're encouraging slower combat speeds by this. Whether it works or not, I don't know. It seems like it's working so far. I like it personally. I know some people don't like it, but overall, I think it's a big improvement over the previous versions of combat. And with combat, you need good targeting. Now, the targeting at the moment in this patch is a game changer for people who fly in groups. The group leader can pin a target. You can call out primary and secondary targets. Everyone in your group can see who the targets are picked by the group leader. You can select to choose the closest hostile. You can select to choose the closest friendly. You can cycle through it. So many more options to targeting. Also, you can target subsystems in ships. Now, this isn't available to us, so there's nothing to target right now. But very soon, when we get something like the Idris mission and you want to target certain components like turrets, you'll be able to select a turret and call it out to your group. Hey, everyone, target that specific spot. Very important for group gameplay. In fact, one of the most important changes in any patch, in my opinion, is the targeting right now. In line with that is also the turret gameplay. Now, this is the Hurricane turret we see over here. The Hurricane is a heavy fighter, which really has not seen much use because it hasn't been that effective. The turrets have not been so good. But with the new changes in targeting, the Hurricane is a monster. If you see a Hurricane coming towards you, you run, because this thing will wreck you. Hammerheads, what a joy. If you have a bunch of friends, take out a Hammerhead, that thing wrecks everything. The turrets are formidable now. A really welcome change to the turret and targeting gameplay because of all that. Create Big Beautiful Tomorrow. What are you about? Okay. Have you ever been in the game, whether you're standing at Port O or someplace, and you see some kind of job flash across the top? It says 1 million UEC to transport this person from this spot to that spot. Have you ever wondered why? Well, what that is usually is two friends or two players sitting in Discord saying, I've got some UEC, I'm going to send it to you. You spam accept. You spam that left bracket, I'm going to send it, then the money will come to you. It's a big risk you took, and you're hoping that your friend got the money, not someone else who managed to intercept it. Now you can send money directly. The person doesn't have to be online. They don't have to be on your server. You put in their name, how much you want to send. It takes a small tax and sends the money to them. Great feature, much needed. We also have a whole bunch of different Moby glasses. Now, I can't say I really care about that, but the yellow one is the best one, or the black, depending on what armor you wear. Yellow or black, either one is great. Body dragging, not critical or essential at this point, but as stealth gameplay comes into effect, this will be. When you shoot an NPC, you got to move his body out the way, so other NPCs will not be alerted by that. That feature is not in the game yet, but body dragging is. So a small thing which will be very important later on. Speaking of dragging bodies, well, once you shoot them, you got to drag them, and you can shoot them with new electron weapon damage, which can stun or kill your enemies. I love this new sniper rifle, by the way. It is great. It is a permanent fixture on the back of my character in the game right now. Drop by the nearest weapons store and pick one up. They are a lot of fun to play with. Born to Rock. Alright, this is the new little mining ship, which is very useful for certain small rocks, which your large ship simply blows up right away, but your handheld laser cannot do. It's kind of the middle ground between that, and it's called the Rock, which is for sale for $50. Warbond edition, we'll get to that in a second. So there it is, a cute little buggy, and it has a new feature, which is the tractor beam that simply scoops up the rocks and puts them directly into the storage back there itself, as opposed to picking up by hand, which was how it was done with the smaller mining gameplay in the past. And it fits in the back of a Cutlass Black. We'll get to that shortly. On location, what are you about? This penguin guy? Tourists and stuffed animal enthusiasts, rejoice! Pico the Penguin plushies are available for purchase in game locations. Great! Because I've always wanted one. There was a little problem in recent testing where people just littered hundreds of them, maybe thousands all over the server, which is causing some kind of server problems, but I think they've sorted that out and it works now. There are some high-tech hangers available on Microtech, which are very pretty. And Speed Demons, Bookmarkers, and Shady Types trying to get quick take. Grimhex is becoming even more of a watched hive as new additions set the stage for organized racing. Inevitable gambling that follows. Yes, Grimhex is going to become useful once again. Now there's a video called Flight and Fight, which talks about the new targeting and combat. You can click it over there and watch that. And new improved vehicles. The, go back please, where were we? The M50, which is a great little ship, has an updated HUD. It is the new system. It is sharp, looks pretty good. Here is the Rock. We'll take a look at that. And they're also selling the Car2L, which I did a video on recently. They changed the hard points from a fixed size 3 to fixed size 4s, which makes the ship a glass cannon. Now they said they did make the struts which hold the engines here a bit more sturdy. In my opinion, they still break off as soon as someone sneezes in your direction, but I think that's the balance they want for the ship. It's fast, it's maneuverable, it hits hard, which fixed weapons, but if you take a hit, you're out of action. So kind of high risk, high reward, glass cannon type gameplay with that. Let's take a quick look at what's going on with the Rock here. Let me double check that it is $50. Here it is. Standalone. Warbond, $50. If you use store credit, is $55. Or you can buy in a pack with a Cutlass Black for $140. Now this does come with LTI. If you are new, you will find a lot of people referring to this as an LTI token. What that means is people buy this for $50. It comes with lifetime insurance. And when they want to upgrade it, it retains that lifetime insurance on whatever you're purchasing next. Be aware that not always can vehicles be upgraded into ships. So you may want to double check that. And the store credit $150 for the Rock and Brawl pack. Now the Rock does fit in the back of the Cutlass, which is very cool. So if you're into mining, that can definitely make you a nice pretty penny with that. Oh, and there it is going up the ramp. So overall, a long-awaited patch. Some very cool new features in there. If you haven't tried it out, go check it out right now. If you enjoy this content, you know what to do. Thumbs up, your comments below is appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one.